It's Madden NFL 24, and we'll see Bryce Young. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Caps and the Condors, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go from OKC. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a former most valuable player in the National Football League, the always dangerous Lamar Jackson.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Jackson. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Shrugs it. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Jackson on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, no introduction needed for this guy around the league. Now in his 7th season as a QB.
And bottom line, when you're the starting QB, what is it?
Get the W.
Get the W.
They did that last week.
Right, you got that done. Wasn't always pretty. There were some great moments. He threw 4 touchdown passes.
But got to eliminate those mistakes.
Got to take care of that because otherwise that could come back and bite him in another ball game.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
On play action, Young. Got an open man, it's Olave. And they work this right upfield across the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now a timeout as they tend to the injured player, and not the man they would want to see. That's Chris Olave getting medical attention. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Now the Rio offense set to take over. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They go play action now. Jackson. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a fair catch is taken here a step or two inside the 45-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on there.
I love that word, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Now Young. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Here's Pacheco on the read option. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right in the yard. Here's Pacheco once again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. To throw, Young. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Pacheco is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Once more, it's Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
Looking to throw, Young. This is caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the 1st. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now the Rio offense set to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 3 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Lucas Van Ness coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. To throw is Jackson, and this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now here's Young. And that's complete to Sanders. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Young. And once again, this is Sanders. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Young will set to throw. It's Rodgers here with a grab. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The end result, 21 yards. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now we're in a 1st down pickup of 8. Off the play fake, Young. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got Sanders on the out route. It's caught. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Tries the left side and finds Olave. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 3 at the 6-yard line.
To the air once more, Young. And it's caught. Touchdown! Jahan Dotson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Caps are able to add on to that lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Well, the Rio offense about to set up shop once again. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Here's Achane to start the drive. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. Now Jackson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Jackson from the shotgun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And a real first down.
Achane gets it from the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here.
They'll run for it with Achane.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 40-yard line.
Young to throw it. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Sanders. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 33 yards that time. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Now Young. Throw left side, complete. That's Sanders. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Young. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Sanders. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Young. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jahan Dotson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Caps continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get, that first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
Partner's not out of the question, especially with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs. If you do win and the other wild card teams win in the first round, you could find yourself with a home game in the divisional round. Now, we know that's not likely, but it's not out of the question. Bottom line, you have to win to put yourself in that position.
Young looks to throw on first down. Olave over the middle. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Young working out of the gun. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. After the interception, here's Jackson. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff up the middle. Kerr, and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the
Lucas Van Ness able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here is Young. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On first down, Kern. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
For that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Here's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Quick slant there, gets him the first down, 6 yards on the play.
And the Rio de Janeiro first down.
Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Newman. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 16-yard line.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Condors are able to cut into that deficit. Now this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1. And in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Meanwhile, Young's throw there complete to Rodgers. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a 1st down throw for Young. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
A run by Pacheco on second down. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. From the shotgun, it's Young. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. 15 yards through the air, the first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And Young's throw there incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on that.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet. But that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Rio offense set to take over. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Jackson now. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody, to Oklahoma City. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Rio first down.
Throwing is Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. To throw again is Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Condors.
To throw is Jackson. Powers through. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
The Rio de Janeiro first down.
from the gun. Jackson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
2nd and 6.
37-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Jackson. Incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Jackson will throw again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Running left to give to Pacheco.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Young on 3rd down.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way.
There he goes, left side.
Down the left sideline.
And touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Caps are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Rio offense set to take over. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
In trouble, and he's taken down. Lucas Van Ness getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long, looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First down, Condors.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
On 2nd down, Jackson. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again as they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Oklahoma City, a victory in Week 18 gives him a final mark of 13 up and 4 down.
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get